So I've got 5 new updates about the Galaxy Z Fold 8, and even if half of these turn out true, this might actually be the biggest upgrade in the Fold lineup since the Z Fold 2. Oh, and Samsung's also working on a second Z Fold 8 model, the Z Fold 8 Ultra. Let's get into it. What's up guys, Sal here. So first up, we've got a report from a Korean outlet that's basically saying Samsung is going all out with the Z Fold 8 and for good reason. Apple is finally entering the foldable game next year and Samsung's about to have some real competition for the first time. That's also why the Z Fold 7 was such a big step up. Samsung started feeling the pressure. And now insiders are saying the Z Fold 8 will take that even further. Let's start with the battery. Since 2019, one of the biggest complaints with the Fold series has been battery life. The Fold 7 was fine, but it still didn't match the Ultra phones. Well, apparently Samsung's heard us. This report says the Z Fold 8 will pack a 5000 mAh battery, in fact more than 5000. That's actually more than the S25 Ultra. If that's true, it's huge. That's one of the Fold's weakest points since day one, and this could finally fix it. Now, is it confirmed? Not yet. Sure, multiple sources have mentioned it, but until we see actual component leaks or certifications, keep a little skepticism in the mix. Moving on, the next big upgrade is the crease, or maybe the lack of it. Samsung might finally be getting rid of it with the Z Fold 8. Sure, the Z Fold 7 made some major improvements to the crease, but you could still see it. This time, Samsung is reportedly using a new laser-grilled metal plate design under the display to eliminate the crease entirely. Interestingly, Apple is said to be using a similar approach for its foldable iPhone, which also promises a totally creaseless display. We don't have all the details on how this tech works just yet, but if Samsung pulls this off, it's gonna be one of the most noticeable changes. Now let's talk about the S Pen. There's talk that Samsung might finally bring it back. Before you get too excited though, the report only says, quote unquote, expectations are high, not that it's confirmed. Still, that's worth paying attention to. Samsung previously said they'd only introduce the S Pen if they could make the tech better. Right now, they're experimenting with 2 new S Pen technologies. One is similar to the Apple Pencil, which doesn't need a digitizer layer under the display but does require charging. The other is more advanced. It works without a digitizer and without a battery. If it's the second one, that would be huge. But considering how well the Z Fold 7 has done for Samsung in terms of sales, even without the S Pen support, I doubt they would bring it back. But hey, I'd love to be wrong. Now here's something no one saw coming. Samsung is reportedly planning not 1 but 2 Fold 8 models next year. Yeah, you heard that right. According to ET News, there will be a standard Fold 8 with the same tall aspect ratio as the Fold 7, and the other will be wider, significantly wider, with a near square aspect ratio of 18:18. For reference, the Fold 7 has a 10:9 aspect ratio. So this new model would look very different, more like the Pixel Fold but even broader. Essentially, this would give us a cover screen that's even wider than the S25 Ultra while being slightly shorter in height. It's a big shift from the tall, narrow design we've had for years. And the best part, this isn't just a regional experiment. Unlike the Z Fold Special Edition that stayed in South Korea, both versions of the Z Fold 8 will launch globally at the same time. This info comes from ET News, which is a very reliable Korean outlet. And they claim Samsung has already shared its component and development plans with suppliers. And again, Apple's entry into the market seems to be pushing this move. Samsung is expecting the foldable market to really blow up once Apple joins in, so they want to be ready with multiple options. Now, if Samsung really wants to go all in, they should throw in a periscope zoom camera and that 5000 mAh battery, and then just call it what it is, the Galaxy Z Fold 8 Ultra, because honestly, that's what it would be. That's it, we're still months away from launch. With the Galaxy S26 reportedly delayed, the Z Fold 8 might also get pushed a bit, likely towards August. So as usual, keep your expectations grounded. These reports sound amazing, but things always shift as we get closer to launch. But man, if all of this does happen, 2026 could be a massive year for foldable fans. Not only could we get a majorly improved Z Fold 8, but potentially a Z Fold 8 Ultra right next to it. That's the kind of lineup that could easily redefine Samsung's foldable game. Anyway, Samsung has also officially shown off their first ever Z Trifold smartphone. Click right here to check that out, and I'll see you there.